Right now, in this exact moment, something extraordinary is happening that most people will never recognize. The fact that your attention landed here on this specific message at this precise time isn't random browsing or algorithmic chance. It's cosmic alignment responding to a frequency you've been broadcasting without even knowing it. Your subconscious mind has been sending out signals, searching for answers to questions you haven't even fully formed yet. And the universe has responded by guiding you to this transmission. But here's what will determine everything. Most people who receive messages like this from the universe dismiss them within 30 seconds. They let doubt override intuition, skepticism silence their inner knowing, and familiar patterns pull them back into unconscious living. If you're still here, still reading, still feeling that subtle recognition stirring within you, then you've already demonstrated something that separates you from the majority. You possess the rare ability to sense when something significant is presenting itself. This isn't just another motivational video. This is a direct communication revealing 3 reality-shaping forces that determine whether you live trapped in limitation or free in abundance. There's something happening in your energy field right now that you can actually feel if you pay attention. Your heart generates a bioelectric signature 5,000 times stronger than your brain, and as these words reach you, that field is already beginning to shift. Most people waste this incredible power broadcasting chaos into the quantum field around them. But what if you could harness it with surgical precision? There's a hidden sabotage pattern running in 96% of people's subconscious minds that actively destroys their manifestations before they can take form. This invisible force has nothing to do with belief or technique. It's a neurological program most people don't even know exists. Until you identify and neutralize this pattern, you'll keep experiencing the same frustrating cycles no matter what methods you try. Beyond that lies something the ancient mystery schools guarded as their most precious secret: the quantum reset protocol. Modern neuroscience is only now beginning to understand how this practice can override decades of limitation programming by directly rewiring the neural pathways that control manifestation. Something in your life has reached a critical threshold. Maybe you've been feeling restless, sensing there's more available to you than what you're currently experiencing. Perhaps you've been having dreams that feel more real than your waking life, or moments where you glimpse possibilities that seem just beyond your grasp. These aren't random experiences. They're indicators that your consciousness is expanding, preparing for a quantum leap that your logical mind hasn't caught up with yet. I witnessed this transformation firsthand with Marcus, a construction foreman from Detroit who found himself drowning in debt and watching his 20-year marriage crumble. The night before he planned to file bankruptcy and walk away from everything, he discovered the same understanding you're receiving right now. The shift wasn't gradual, it was immediate and undeniable. Soon after, he had not only saved his marriage, but launched a thriving construction company that now employs 47 people. Not through luck or connections, but by working with forces that most people don't even know exist. The universe operates through perfect synchronicity, delivering exactly what you need exactly when you need it, not when you think you're ready for it. Every single thought you've had today has generated a measurable electromagnetic pulse, rippling outward into the quantum field that surrounds you. Your brain produces the same type of electrical activity that powers entire cities, but most people scatter this incredible energy across worry, doubt, and repetitive mental loops that keep them trapped in identical experiences. Research teams studying peak performers have discovered something that challenges everything we thought we knew about success and limitation. These extraordinary individuals don't possess superior intelligence, better connections, or perfect circumstances. They've simply learned to direct their mental energy with laser-like focus instead of letting it leak out randomly through scattered thoughts and concerns. This isn't positive thinking or wishful hoping. This is applied quantum mechanics, and it works with mathematical precision. Your brain generates approximately 60,000 thoughts per day, enough electrical energy to power a small town. Imagine redirecting just 10% of that mental energy toward deliberately creating your desired reality, instead of unconsciously recreating your current limitations. Something is shifting in your awareness right now. There's a recognition stirring, isn't there? a sense that you're touching something real, something that could change everything. That sensation isn't imagination. It's your bioelectric field responding to information that aligns with your deepest knowing. Here's the first reality-shaping force that changes everything. Your emotional frequency doesn't just reflect your reality, it literally architects your reality. Every emotion you experience generates a specific bioelectric signature that broadcasts into the quantum field surrounding you. This field extends several feet beyond your physical body and acts like a transmission tower, constantly communicating your internal state to the infinite intelligence of the universe. When you maintain emotional states of genuine gratitude, excitement, or appreciation, you generate coherent bioelectric patterns that magnetically attract experiences matching that frequency. But when you're trapped in frustration, anxiety, or resentment, you broadcast chaotic signals that draw more circumstances to feel frustrated about. The universe isn't punishing you, it's simply responding with perfect accuracy to the frequency you're transmitting. Most people have this completely backwards. They believe external circumstances need to change first, then they'll feel better. But quantum research has proven something revolutionary. Consciousness doesn't just observe reality, it actually creates reality through the process of collapsing probability waves into specific outcomes. Every moment you spend in a particular emotional state, you're literally selecting which version of reality you'll experience from infinite potential possibilities. Consider the implications. Right now, there exists a version of reality where you have everything you desire. That version isn't somewhere else or sometime in the future. It exists now, in the quantum field of all possibilities. The only thing preventing you from experiencing that reality is the frequency mismatch between your current bioelectric signature and the signature of your desired experience. But there's something happening beneath the surface that will completely revolutionize your understanding of why manifestation sometimes feels impossible. This brings us to the second reality-shaping force, the resistance amplification principle. What you resist doesn't just persist, it actually grows stronger, drawing more energy from your bioelectric field and creating exactly what you're trying to avoid. Most people spend enormous amounts of energy pushing against unwanted circumstances, not realizing this resistance actually feeds those very circumstances with power. Elena, a gifted artist, spent 3 years frustrated that galleries wouldn't display her work. She constantly complained about the art establishment, criticized successful artists, and resented having to work retail jobs to survive. She was unknowingly feeding massive amounts of energy into the very situation she wanted to escape. Her resistance was creating more resistance in the quantum field around her. The moment she stopped fighting what was and started flowing with what could be, everything shifted dramatically. Not gradually, immediately. Before long, she had her first gallery exhibition and sold every piece opening night. Same talent, same art market, but a completely different bioelectric signature broadcasting into the field. When you resist financial struggle, you generate more financial struggle. When you resist relationship problems, you attract more relationship problems. When you resist feeling stuck, you become more stuck. This isn't philosophy. This is how bioelectric energy operates in the quantum field. Resistance creates static in your energy signature. Instead of broadcasting a clear signal about what you want to experience, you're sending mixed messages that create mixed results. You say you want abundance while feeling anxious about money. You desire love while harboring resentment about past relationships. You want success while believing deep down that you don't deserve it. The universe responds to your dominant frequency, not your conscious desires. If your dominant frequency is resistance, worry, and doubt, that's exactly what you'll continue experiencing, regardless of what you consciously want. But watch what happens the moment you shift from resistance to what quantum physicists call allowance flow. Your bioelectric signature transforms completely. Allowance doesn't mean giving up or settling for less. It means stopping the energetic struggle that keeps you locked in unwanted patterns. When you truly allow where you are right now, without judgment or resistance, you create space for quantum possibilities to emerge. This reveals the third reality-shaping force that ancient masters understood, but modern science is only beginning to rediscover: the eternal now principle. Your power to create exists only in this eternal moment, not in memories of the past or fantasies of the future, but in this exact instant where all possibilities converge into reality. The past has no power except what you give it through repeated mental replay. The future doesn't exist except as potential waiting to be collapsed into experience through present moment consciousness. All transformation happens now. Not when you feel ready, not when circumstances improve, not when you have more information or resources. This is why traditional goal setting often fails spectacularly. People set intentions based on future outcomes while maintaining present moment frequencies that contradict those intentions. They want different results while broadcasting the same bioelectric signature that created their current situation. David discovered this breakthrough after 12 years of feeling trapped in a software engineering position that drained his soul. He'd been setting goals, making plans, networking frantically. Nothing changed because his present moment frequency was broadcasting limitation, frustration, and fear. When he learned to generate the frequency of his desired reality now, before external circumstances changed, the quantum field reorganized itself around his new signal. Almost immediately, opportunities appeared that he'd never noticed before. A former colleague reached out about a startup position. His passion project suddenly gained investor interest. His manager offered him the promotion he'd been waiting years for. Not coincidence. Quantum field reorganization responding to his transformed bioelectric signature. The breakthrough happens when you learn to embody the feeling state of already having what you desire, before it manifests in physical reality. When you can generate genuine gratitude, before receiving what you want to be grateful for. When you can experience the confidence of success before achieving what you want to succeed at. This isn't pretending or positive thinking. This is quantum field engineering through conscious frequency generation. You're literally training your bioelectric system to broadcast the signature of your desired reality instead of the signature of your current limitations. But understanding this intellectually creates no change whatsoever. The transformation occurs through what ancient mystery schools called the quantum reset protocol, a specific practice that integrates bioelectric alignment with quantum field manipulation. Modern neuroscience has discovered that your heart generates a bioelectric field 5,000 times stronger than your brain. When you combine heart-centered emotion with focused mental intention, you create what researchers call psychophysiological coherence, a synchronized bioelectric pattern that communicates directly with the quantum field of infinite possibilities. Here's how you activate this protocol right now. Close your eyes and begin breathing slowly and rhythmically, allowing your nervous system to shift into coherence. Place your attention on the area around your heart, not symbolically, but actually activating the bioelectric center that broadcasts your frequency into the quantum field. Now, instead of thinking about what you want, begin generating the actual feeling of already having it. If you desire financial abundance, feel genuinely abundant now. If you want loving relationships, feel deeply loved now. If you seek career fulfillment, embody the satisfaction of meaningful work now. Sustain this feeling state until it feels established in your bioelectric field. Your brainwaves are synchronizing with your heart rhythm right now, creating optimal conditions for influencing quantum probability patterns. This isn't visualization. This is bioelectric reprogramming at the cellular level. Can you sense the shift happening? That subtle transformation in your energy signature as you maintain this aligned state. You're not imagining this. You're actually broadcasting a new frequency into the quantum field, and the field is already beginning to reorganize itself around this signal. But here's where most people sabotage their own transformation. They practice this protocol occasionally, like taking medicine when they remember. This practice must become your new default operating system, not just a technique you use when you feel like it. Every time you catch yourself slipping back into old patterns of worry, resistance, or limitation, you immediately realign with your desired frequency. This becomes a moment-by-moment choice of which bioelectric signature you want to broadcast into the field of infinite possibilities. Jennifer experienced this transformation after struggling through an extended period of unemployment. following a corporate restructuring. Every interview ended in rejection. Every application disappeared into silence. She felt like the universe was conspiring against her, not realizing she was unconsciously broadcasting desperation, fear, and self-worth issues into every professional interaction. After implementing the Quantum Reset Protocol daily, generating authentic feelings of confidence and value, regardless of external circumstances, everything shifted. The very next interview she attended, they offered her the position before she even left the building. Same qualifications, same competitive market, but a completely different bioelectric frequency drawing aligned experiences. You're beginning to understand something profound now. The universe operates like a vast bioelectric communication network. Every thought, every emotion, every belief you hold creates specific frequencies that interact with the quantum field of infinite possibilities. Most people broadcast randomly, unconsciously, creating chaotic results that seem to happen to them rather than through them. But when you understand these three reality-shaping forces and work with them consciously, you step into your role as a deliberate creator rather than an unconscious reactor. You begin harnessing the same bioelectric principles that create galaxies and govern atomic structures, applying them to manifest the specific experiences you choose to live. This is why you're here right now, receiving this transmission. Your consciousness has evolved to the point where you can work directly with quantum forces instead of being subject to them. You're ready to stop hoping for change and start engineering it through conscious bioelectric alignment with the field of infinite possibilities. Everything in your life up to this point has been preparation for this understanding. Every challenge has strengthened your capacity to choose consciously. Every disappointment has deepened your appreciation for what you truly desire. Every moment of feeling stuck has increased your motivation to discover what actually works. Your current life is a perfect mirror, reflecting the bioelectric patterns you've been broadcasting unconsciously. Every circumstance, every relationship, every opportunity or lack thereof reflects back the frequency you've been transmitting through your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. But this revelation means you have absolute power to change your circumstances by changing your frequency, not through struggle or effort, but through conscious bioelectric alignment with what you want to experience. The universe isn't happening to you, it's responding to you with perfect precision. Every moment, the quantum field reads your bioelectric signature and organizes experiences that match that frequency. This process never stops, never takes breaks, never makes exceptions. When you truly grasp this, victim mentality becomes impossible because you realize you're always creating your experience, either consciously or unconsciously. This isn't blame. You weren't taught these principles in school or by your family. Nobody explained how bioelectric frequency determines experience. You've been creating unconsciously through lack of awareness, not through any fault of your own, but now you possess the awareness. Now you understand how reality actually operates at the quantum level. Now you can choose to create deliberately instead of accidentally. This moment represents a permanent dividing line between unconscious creation and conscious creation, between being subject to circumstances and directing circumstances through bioelectric mastery. The people who transform their lives through this understanding share one crucial characteristic. They take complete responsibility for their bioelectric output. They stop blaming external factors and start examining their internal frequency patterns. They understand that changing their life requires changing themselves at the energetic level. This isn't always comfortable because it requires radical honesty about your current frequency patterns. You must acknowledge where your bioelectric signature has been creating experiences you don't prefer. You must recognize patterns of resistance, worry, and limitation that have been generating unwanted results. But this temporary discomfort leads to permanent empowerment. Once you clearly see how your bioelectric signature has been creating your current reality, you can consciously choose to generate a different signature that will create a different reality. Everything you've wanted exists right now as quantum potential, waiting for the right frequency match. Your ideal relationship, career, financial situation, health condition, all exist as possibilities in the quantum field at this moment. They're not missing from your life. They're vibrating at frequencies you haven't learned to match yet. This understanding transforms the entire process of change from struggle to alignment, from effort to resonance, from trying to make things happen to allowing them to happen by becoming a bioelectric match for what you desire. There's something remarkable that occurs when you truly master bioelectric alignment. You begin noticing synchronicities appearing everywhere. Opportunities that seem too perfect to be coincidental. People showing up at exactly the right time with exactly what you need. Circumstances aligning in ways that would have seemed impossible before. These aren't miracles or lucky breaks. They're the natural result of coherent bioelectric broadcasting. When you maintain a clear, consistent frequency aligned with your desires, the quantum field organizes reality to match that signal. What most people call luck is actually the universe responding to bioelectric coherence. You start attracting resources, connections, and opportunities that match your new energetic signature. Money flows more easily because you're broadcasting abundance frequencies. Relationships improve because you're transmitting love frequencies. Career opportunities expand because you're generating success frequencies. But here's something most people miss about this process. The universe doesn't send you what you want. It sends you what you are. Your bioelectric signature constantly broadcasts who you are at the deepest energetic level, and reality mirrors that back to you with absolute accuracy. If you are someone who worries about money, you'll attract more situations to worry about money. If you are someone who feels unworthy of love, you'll attract relationships that confirm that unworthiness. If you are someone who believes success is for other people, you'll experience circumstances that keep success just out of reach. But when you consciously choose to be the person who already has what you desire, when you generate the bioelectric signature of abundance, love, success, health, whatever you're seeking, the universe has no choice but to deliver experiences that match that energetic identity. This is why affirmations and visualizations often fail miserably. You can repeat positive statements all day long, but if your underlying bioelectric frequency is broadcasting limitation, fear, and doubt, that's what you'll continue experiencing. It's not about what you say or even what you think. It's about what you are at the energetic level. The quantum reset protocol works because it shifts your actual bioelectric signature, not just your thoughts or beliefs. When you generate genuine feelings of gratitude, love, excitement, or confidence through heart-centered focus, you're literally becoming a different energetic being. And as your energetic identity changes, your external reality must change to match. Most people wait for external validation before feeling worthy of their desires. They think they need to see results before believing in their power. But this approach keeps them trapped in the same bioelectric patterns that created their current limitations. True manifestation masters do the opposite. They feel worthy before receiving evidence of their worth. They experience abundance before seeing money in their bank account. They embody success before achieving external recognition. They generate love frequencies before finding the perfect relationship. This isn't delusion or fantasy. It's quantum field engineering. You're using your heart's bioelectric generator to broadcast a new reality template into the field of infinite possibilities. The field then reorganizes probability patterns around your new signal, creating experiences that match your energetic transmission. Consider the implications for every area of your life. Your health reflects your energetic broadcasting about vitality, healing, and physical well-being. Your relationships mirror your bioelectric signature around love, connection, and worthiness. Your career manifests based on your energetic identity regarding success, value, and contribution. When you understand this, you realize that changing anything in your external world requires first changing your internal bioelectric broadcasting. Want vibrant health? Start generating the frequencies of vitality and healing. Want fulfilling relationships? Begin transmitting love and connection frequencies. Want career advancement? Embody the energetic signature of success and value. The beautiful aspect of this process is that you don't have to figure out how your desires will manifest. The quantum field contains infinite intelligence and will orchestrate circumstances, synchronicities, and opportunities in ways your logical mind could never plan or predict. Your responsibility isn't to control the how, it's to maintain the frequency. When you consistently broadcast coherent bioelectric patterns aligned with your desires, the universe handles all the details of bringing those experiences into your physical reality. This is why forcing and struggling rarely create lasting results. When you try to make things happen through willpower alone, you're often broadcasting frequencies of desperation, fear, and lack, the exact opposite of what you want to attract. But when you relax into bioelectric alignment, maintaining your desired frequency, regardless of current circumstances, you create space for the universe to deliver your desires in ways that exceed your expectations. Some people worry that this approach is too passive or unrealistic. They think you need to hustle, struggle, and force your way to success. But conscious creators understand that inspired action flows naturally from aligned frequency. When you're broadcasting abundance frequencies, you'll be inspired to take actions that create abundance. When you're transmitting love frequencies, you'll naturally behave in ways that attract love. The difference is that these actions feel effortless and enjoyable rather than forced and stressful. You're not pushing against reality, you're flowing with it. You're not trying to convince the universe to give you what you want. You're aligning with frequencies that make your desires inevitable. This alignment creates what ancient masters called effortless effort, action that feels natural and energizing rather than draining and difficult. When you're bioelectrically aligned with your desires, the right opportunities, connections, and resources seem to appear effortlessly. You possess everything necessary to begin this bioelectric mastery right now. Your heart generates the field. Your consciousness directs the frequency. Your emotional choices determine what you broadcast. The quantum field responds to coherent signals regardless of your past experiences or current circumstances. The only question remaining is whether you'll use this understanding to consciously create your desired reality, or continue unconsciously generating the same patterns that created your current situation. The choice exists in this eternal moment, where all possibilities converge into experience. You weren't meant to struggle or settle for less than you desire. You were meant to discover these quantum principles and apply them to create the exact life you choose to live. Every part of your journey has been preparing you for this level of conscious creation. Now you understand why this message found you at precisely the right time. Your consciousness evolved to the point where you could receive and implement this knowledge. The universe orchestrated circumstances to deliver these insights when you were ready to use them. What happens next depends entirely on your commitment to bioelectric alignment. Knowledge without application creates no change. But when you consistently apply the quantum reset protocol, maintaining coherent frequency patterns aligned with your desires, you'll witness transformation that seems miraculous to those who don't understand quantum mechanics of consciousness. Something is shifting in your energy field right now. That subtle transformation you're sensing isn't imagination, that's quantum coherence beginning to establish itself in your bioelectric system. The transformation has already begun. Share in the comments below the one belief about yourself you're ready to release after understanding these quantum principles. Your breakthrough could inspire someone else's transformation.